Hello and welcome to another video, and today I made a family tree for First Lady Nancy Reagan, the wife of Ronald Reagan. And in the last post on my channel, most of you voted for Nancy Reagan, so we're doing Nancy Reagan. There was also Hirohito, Charles de Gaulle, and Mark Twain. People voted them too, but Nancy Reagan got the most votes, so we're doing Nancy Reagan. So this is her family tree. There's not a lot of people on it. There's only 14 people. She did not have any grandchildren because, for some reason, her children were married, but they just didn't have children. Well, same with me. I would never want to have children, but still, you could at least have one, and then Ronald Reagan could have had one biological grandchild because he only had his oldest daughter Maureen um, adopted a child. She only had an adopted child, and his adopted son had biological children. But he was adopted, not biological, so Ronald Reagan does not have any biological grandchildren. But this video is not about him. I made a family tree for him on my main channel, Tomasz the Young Historian, and today is about Nancy Reagan. You might be confused why her name is Anne Frances Robbins. Well, that's her birth name. She was born Anne Frances Robbins, but after her mother married loyal Edward Davis, she changed her name to Nancy Davis. And so yeah, her biological parents were Kenneth Seymour Robbins and Edith Prescott Lockett. Her mother died when she was in her second term as First Lady. She was 99 years old. But then her parents divorced, and her father married Patricia Cross, and like I mentioned earlier, her mother married loyal Edward Davis. I'm not sure if the loyal is his first name or is like a title or something. I'm not sure. But her paternal grandparents were John Newell Robbins and Anne Ayers Francis, and her maternal grandparents were Charles Edward Lockett and Sarah Frances Whitlock. So she married Ronald Wilson Reagan. Wilson is his middle name. So she married Ronald Reagan in 1950. One or two, cause she was 30 and he was 40, so either 51 or 52. I'm guessing 51. Then they had two kids, Patricia Ann Reagan, who uses her mother's last name Davis, so she's known as Patty Davis. But she's married to a man named Paul Griley, and her birth name was Patricia Reagan, but she has to use her mother's last name because she wants to be independent. But what the what the hell? I mean, like, you could be Patricia Reagan. No, better, Patricia Griley, because you have a husband. Use use your husband's last name, not your mother's, unless you loved your mommy very much. That's why you have to use her last name and not her father's. It's like reverse psychology. Um, so she did not have any children, and their younger child was Ronald Prescott Reagan. And when I say their younger child, I didn't mean Patricia's. I meant Nancy and Ronald's younger child, Ronald Prescott Reagan, known as Ron Reagan. I think he's a TV reporter, or no, he makes podcasts or something. I don't know, but he married a woman named Doria Palmieri, and they don't have children together. So Nancy Reagan lived to be 94, but did not have any grandchildren. At that age, she could have been a great great grandmother, or maybe even more. Cause like if a woman gave birth when she was 18, and then her daughter gives birth at 18, and it goes down and down and down and down and down. Like 1836, 50, 54, 52, um, 60, yes, no, 70, uh, 86, no, 88, sorry, 88, because 16 is way too young to give birth. 88, and, so yeah, if you're like 106 years old, you could be a great, 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 great grandmother, probably. Maybe a little less, because maybe I am overshot it, but I don't know if no, her parents, after they divorced, they did not have any more children. So Nancy, first known as Anne, but I'm gonna call her Nancy since she's Nancy Reagan. She did not have any siblings or half siblings. She was the only child of her parents, even after they were divorced and were married again. So yeah, that's the whole family tree of Nancy Reagan. You can tell me in the comments whose family tree you'd like to see in the future. One person already recommended me Paul McCartney, since I made John Lennon yesterday. Uh, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna make him. But maybe in the maybe next year I might make him. For now I have other plans. So my friend Julian, who recommended Paul McCartney. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait because I have a lot of other plans. For now, you can go to you can go to my posts and vote whose family tree you'd like to see next. And but it will not be Paul McCartney in it. It will be four other people in it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Because I only hit 50 subscribers, and I only need 13 more subscribers. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.